Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section below. Can you imagine, you guys? Wiki fires former governor Ada George, telling him that he speaks like a child. Imagine, this is somebody that can, probably be an elder brother to Wiki, and you're telling him that he's speaking like a child. Anyway, guys, let's delve right into the details of today's news. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has lambasted former Rivers State Governor Rufus Ada George, saying that the elder statesman is speaking like a child. Newsroom Nigeria earlier reported that during a media briefing, Ada George had accused the FCT minister of orchestrating the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State, including the imposition of a state of emergency and the appointment of sole administrators in all 23 local government areas. Reacting in a statement on Thursday, Wike's Senior Special Assistant on Public Communications and Social Media, Larry Olayinka, stated that it was unfortunate that some leaders in Rivers State who played ostrich when suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara was acting like an emperor and now speaking like children who lost their most prized toys. It described as funny and unfortunate that George, who was among those clapping for Fubara when he was sitting on the salary and other entitlements of fellow indigents of Rivers State, who are members of the State House of Assembly, is now speaking on who should be blamed for the state of emergency in the state. According to Olayinka, people like Ada George lack what it takes to be called an elder. He said, and I quote, "Unlike these people masquerading as Rivers Elders and Leaders Forum, genuine elders sit in the position of neutrality when there are conflicts among younger ones so that they will enjoy credibility and respect while sitting on the high table to resolve the issues." When Fubara was orchestrating the burning and demolition of the Rivers State House of Assembly, supposed elders like Ada George were hailing him. They were telling him it was normal for 3 members to run a House of Assembly of 32 members with 11 as quorum of 1/3 that can sit and 22 as 2/3 that can pass budgets. When the President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, intervened in the crisis and resolutions signed by all parties, it was the same Ada George that described the President's intervention as executive rascality. He, Ada George, went further to say that the intervention by the President contravened the doctrine and practice of separation of powers and unilaterally suspended the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They were everywhere, calling the President a meddlesome interloper and hailing Fubara. Even when the Supreme Court ruled and made clear and unambiguous pronouncements, Ada George and his so-called elders still saw no reason they should tell Fubara to calm down from his high horse of arrogance and lawlessness. Rather, they watched as he reeled out threats upon threats, including openly saying that he would give instructions as to what to do at the appropriate time. True to his threats, Fubara gave instructions and Nigerians saw the outcome when oil pipelines started coming up in flames. Now that Fubara's lawlessness has resulted in the imposition of emergency rule, the same elders who fail to stand and act like real elders are sobbing like children whose most prized toys have been taken away. It is funny and unfortunate. They have even turned themselves to monitoring spirits, monitoring when Wike comes to Rivers State and when he leaves, as if it has now become illegal for a minister to visit his home state and associate freely with the people. While telling Ada George and his Rivers Elders and Leaders Forum to blame themselves for taking side when they should be neutral, Olayinka said, "The moment an elder takes side in a conflict between 2 children, such an elder has lost the rights to intervene and resolve the conflict," which some people are of the opinion that is the reason why, this conflict between Fubara and Wike is still yet unresolved, still considering that, those are one of the conditions that the senators and House of Representatives, laid down when they agreed that Tinubu should go ahead with the state of emergency in Rivers State. In fact, they said they were going to constitute committee. Until now, I don't think the committee has been constituted. I don't even think that even within Rivers State, anybody has called both parties to sit down on how they are going to resolve issues. None of that has happened because, during the conflict, most of these elders took sides. Some were with Fubara. People like Peter Odili were supporting Fubara, while others were with Wiki. So the house is divided. So now that, there's crisis in the state, nobody can even say, let's call these two people together and settle issues, since they had already, taken sides during the crisis. Before we go, my people, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment comes from Chinedu, who says, Lariola Inka, we know you want to maintain the job, but stop insulting your elders. They told us that Yorubas are very respectful, and yours is madness, and you will reap it. This is an insult. Like I said at the beginning of the video, like if I don't know, is it that it's Wiki that told him to use that kind of wordings, or he just used his own discretion, to use that kind of, wordings, but that's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Pari Basi says, Olainka, don't allow politicians to ruin both your career and life. Be extra careful. It might not be there tomorrow or even get close to the corridor of power. Very true, People go and come, but Barack will always remain the same. Wike might not have the same influence that he has now. He might not have it tomorrow. And you have already cursed people out. You have already insulted people. So where are you going to go to for job when you finish with Wike? Better Day says, no governor has ever come close to Ada George achievements since creation of Rivers State. I have never seen any Rivers man that insulted Ada George except Wike. Peter's Afem says, you and your boss may not see that age if you continue to abuse elderly ones in this manner. This is threatening people like Wike, who threatened to burn down states, and his evil enablers and sponsor. Tinubu never cautioned him. No matter how evil strive, it must collapse. It's a matter of time. Amos says, River States have no genuine elders. The known ones parading elders are political jobbers seeking for sachet water. That's why their supposed children, that is political office holders, insult them at will. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain for now. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.